A young man making his return to OVW, Lennox Lightfoot. We haven't seen him for more than a year, Kenny.
Well, I got to win another year, to be honest with you.
Former OVW Southern Tag Team Champion. Now trying to get the singles race again here.
What in the Sam hell is he in there doing?
And you know, we just really finished putting out the carnage left behind. Like, your son.
I might have to send word back to the news and come back out here. Is that the end of
Following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Rock City Casino, Lennox Lightfoot.
Well, I got one similarity between Lennox Lightfoot and the music he's dancing to. They're both dead.
Lennox Lightfoot's got a little disco inferno flair going on there.
Good Lord.
I'll tell you what, he's got a heck of a test in his first match back here at OVW because Randy Terrez is no joke.
And his opponent from El Paso, Texas, weighing in tonight at 187 pounds, Randy Terrez.
Well, I've always wondered what would happen if a fight ever broke out between a Mexican and an Indian.
Stop it. Terrez came here in December with a chip on his shoulder and anger in his heart.
You didn't catch Lightfoot back here sipping any fire water before this thing started tonight, did you?
No. And a handshake, a clean shake, a clean.
Can't we all just get along, huh?
That surprises me. I didn't think we'd get a handshake from Randy Terrez.
Well,
He's not one to follow the rules. That's why you like him.
Well, they don't really have much of a history against each other, and no animosity built up, so, you know, why not?
Quick cover from Lightfoot. You can only find one.
I don't know that these two have ever even seen each other before they entered the building tonight, so.
You're not going to get Randy Terrez covered that quickly.
Guarantee you it won't take a whole lot to set Randy Terrez off if the little Indian boy there decides to start moonwalking on him or anything.
Stop it. And I believe the proper term is Native American.
Yeah.
Now, show a little bit of class. There's a cover. What? The manners that your mom probably didn't teach you?
Let me advise you something. My great-great-grandma Bolin is 100% Cherokee Indian. I know what a real Indian looks like, and he's a phony Indian. He's an imposter.
Whatever you say.
He probably doesn't even know how to properly scalp anybody.
You were ridiculous.
Grandma Bolin does. Believe me, I've seen it happen.
Here we got another roll-up and cover here. There's some of that anger. There's some of that rage.
Yeah,
there's some of that temper coming out of Randy Terrez.
Yeah, and Mexicans are known to be hotheads. Not that that's a bad thing, you know.
Terrez actually holds a victory over Rudy Switchblade. We saw it last month at the Saturday Night Special in that Barrio Room Brawl. And that's what we saw. Wow, look how impressive. Look at the agility for Terrez here.
Look out.
Over into the rope. Uses it as a springboard to push off and hits him with the arm drag type maneuver.
Well, nice block there out of the little Indian boy.
We know that Randy Terrez knows how to fly. We know that he has a lucha libre background being from El Paso, but we rarely see him use it, and tonight it's coming into play.
Well, apparently Lightfoot has studied a tape or two at Terrez. He's been tipped off on a couple of his offensive moves already.
Lightfoot flying himself here.
Nice move out of Lightfoot.
Look at the spring, look at the jump from the mat all the way up to Randy Terrez's shoulder.
Lightfoot feeling pretty good about himself here. He's made a decent offensive showing here in the early going.
Randy Terrez, I think he's on the outside asking for a timeout. He wants a moment to think about this.
I think he's a little surprised. I think he heard the name and didn't know a whole lot about the boy and decided that he was going to have a cakewalk tonight, and he's finding out right now it might not be the case.
But I started to talk about how he holds a win over the current OVW television champion. Switchblade was not the champion this time last month. Obviously, Rudy's been able to bounce back, and he's got a major test tonight. $2,500 on the line against the television champion, Rudy Switchblade. Ali Switchblade, the winner, walks away with it all.
Well, that could make up for an interesting little scenario there. $2,500 at stake. That's like a life savings for Rudy Switchblade.
You sound just like Ali, who bought his way into that match. He told us.
Well, I heard Ali told me he could have went much higher if he felt it was necessary, but he said there wasn't no sense wasting the money.
Ali told us earlier today that his father called and said, how much will it take to get that OVW television title back around your waist? The asking price started at $50,000, and Ali said it wouldn't take that much money.
Well, why spend it all if you don't have to? If you can pocket $47.5, and that's some quick math on my part, you can pocket $47.5 and have a nice after party tonight. Why not?
$2,500 would get the job done, and Rudy Switchblade.
$2,500 is more money than Switchblade's ever seen in his entire life. I can guarantee you that.
I disagree with you there. He's the champ now, and the champ makes money.
Someone told me he lives in a broken-down van down by the river across the railroad tracks, is what I heard.
Kenny, you're ridiculous.
I'm not just telling you what I've heard.
Terrez in
I'd never go
now.
there, but that, I don't go to that side of the tracks, but I know people that have.
Terrez in control now. He took a moment on the outside of the ring to regroup, to think about, and to more importantly break the momentum of Lennox Lightfoot. Oh, what a beautiful move there.
Nice maneuver there, but if you want to know exactly which broken down van that Switchblade lives in,
we got it covered.
Look for all the discarded Taco Bell wrappers. They'll be right outside the door. That's where you'll find Switchblade at. Couple of Pepsi cups.
5 minutes gone.
You should be ashamed
10 minutes
of yourself.
remaining.
Very little class. Very little class.
I got plenty of class. Don't you worry about me. You ought to be ashamed of yourself the way you blew that weather report on 41.
Oh, gosh. Elevated with the back
you
body
called
drop.
for sunny and 77 today. Look at this miserable weather we're having.
Shows
I
what you
had to
know.
get a ride here today in a canoe.
Oh, we got another cover. 2 in. I don't even do the weather, Kenny. Shows what you know.
Telling me.
Shows how much research
You're telling me you don't do the weather.
Let's focus on the ring here. There's a good match going on here. Both of these two single competitors trying to make a name for themselves here. Randy and Terrez already has a pretty solid name. Lightfoot, a former tag team champion. And you got to believe a winner here. What? We got to cover to it. And you got to believe that a winner here makes a case for whoever is the television champion at the end of the night.
I think if Terrez has made any mistakes at all, it's probably not scouting Lightfoot a little more than he should have, because in my opinion, Lightfoot has gotten off way more offense on Terrez than he should have.
Innovative offense. Innovative offense. We saw more of it right there.
Terrez should have had him better scouted, in my opinion.
Lightfoot.
Oh! Son of a bitch.
200 miles an hour and washed his face right away.
That might have laid him out right there. That was brutal.
This
that
could
might
be
be
it.
it.
1, 2, and Terrez kicks out. Where did he pull that from?
If I wore a hat, my hat would be off to him, but I got pretty hair and I don't do such a thing. No offense to you.
Everything you say offends me, Kenny. I think you're offensive to most people.
Nah, not most. Just remember, I'm a sick man.
In more ways than one.
Well, what's he doing here? What's he calling for?
He may be saying that he's going to fly.
Well, he might want to think twice about it.
He's going up to the top rope.
He did just take that wicked shot to the head just a minute ago.
I don't think he sees it. Lightfoot's on his feet.
Oh, Lord.
He folded in half just like a pretzel.
I'll tell you what, Lightfoot's showing me something out here tonight. He's bringing his A game.
He's had a year to think about it. He's had a year away from OVW to think about it.
Well, you don't often get this opportunity twice. He's trying to make the best of it. Got a sold-out crowd to show it to.
He crawls over with a cover. 2 in. That's going to do it. I thought he had him there. And so did most of the people in this sold-out crowd.
How about the horrible booking decision of Cornette not having the Moose on the show tonight? Moose had to come out and kill a couple of people. That was terrible.
We've already heard from your son. Yes, we know. The Moose didn't get what he wants. And you know what? Running over people clearly isn't working, so as I told your son, perhaps you should try a more diplomatic
Another
tactic.
nice maneuver there out of Lightfoot. This could be trouble. Way up too close to the ropes. He's laying under the ropes. You're not going to get a count there, not even from this referee.
Lightfoot pulls him back out to the center of the ring.
Does that referee have a name? Do you know who
His
he
name
is?
is Jordan. You want to know why I do know that?
Why?
Because I'm a journalist, a professional broadcast journalist, and I prepare.
Look out!
Slingshot comes up with nothing but the canvas,
I
and this could be the opportunity Terrez needs to put him away. He says he's going up. He says he's going to fly. We've seen it before.
Oh, that's trouble.
Screw.
That's
One,
trouble.
two, and that is it.
Your winner, Randy Terrez.
Well, I got to hand it to him, Delbert. That was one hell of a move.
And by the end of this match, the fans are on their feet a little bit for Randy Terrez. He was impressive, and he didn't break many rules. He came off with the win.